What's up, everybody? Welcome into another Team Bankroll video. I'm your host, the big man on campus, joined as always my co-host, Flash Watson. Today we're taking a look at the football leagues. It's the Football League show. We take a look at all the leagues below the Premier League, England League One, League Two, and the Championship. We'll go through a couple of matches that we're looking at this week to present some value to you. Flash, off the international break, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me, big man. I'm glad we missed last weekend because there were some crazy results. A lot of players missing from their teams. And yeah, I think I don't want to tempt fate. I've only picked 5 out of the 3 leagues, but I'm really confident. I've done 5 4-timers and an ACCA, as well as maybe doing a few heavier single bets.
Yeah, looking forward to it. What we'll do is we'll go through with the championship now. We're not going to go through every match. We're just going to go through matches that Flash and I discussed before that we want to hit. If you have a question on a match that you want us to look at, hit it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get to it. Flash, we started out Friday Night Football, West Bromwich Albion and Birmingham. We got a price here at pretty nice price here on West Bromwich Albion at 2.2. Birmingham at 3.3, draw 3.25. West Brom obviously traveling up to Birmingham, but you look at Birmingham, just zero creativity. I hate the fact that they're on Friday nights all the time. I don't want to watch Birmingham. They're boring. I don't like them. They're just drabby. I think this is a nice price on West Bromwich Albion. What do you think here?
West Bromwich Albion, Birmingham, massive local derby. This is like a real big game for the Midlands. 2.25 with Boyle Sports. West Brom gets us off to a winning start. I mean, it's my nap of the weekend, and if for some strange reason we don't pick up, then I think we've got others to back us up. Can't get away from West Brom. Birmingham don't score goals. West Brom score plenty. So for me, West Brom 2.25.
Yeah, I've done pretty well with these Friday night games this year, and West Brom have been involved in a few of them. Yeah, I agree here. I think we're dead on the money with this one. One that I like, I'm going to look at Bolton QPR. I've been impressed with what Bolton Wanderers have done this year so far. They're kind of hanging around right at the top 10. They've been good defensively. They're hosting a QPR team that are just dreadful. QPR have scored 3 goals. They've conceded 12. I'm sorry, they conceded 13. They're the worst defense in this league. I think Bolton here are a nice play at home. 2.8 looks good. If you don't want to risk 2.8, you could always take the draw no bet at 1.9. But, Flash, I think Bolton can find enough to get a goal here and beat Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, it's just a really tough game. And I looked at this and I thought, this is basically a League One game in all but stature. It's just a game where I couldn't trust either of these two teams, big man. But if you was having to go for one, I'd probably come down on the home side. But for me, Jesus, there's some burnt fingers coming out of this game.
I just like the way Bolton have played so far. I've really liked what I've seen out of them. So I think they can get a 1-0 win here. Brentford-Wigan, Flash, you like this one. This one looks to me like it could be a fun one. A lot of goals. Brentford generally at home I'm looking at. Wigan have held their own, though. They've put some goals in. They've also given up some as well, though. Neil Maupay for Brentford has been terrific. He's been scoring goals for fun. Flash, do you like Brentford here, or do you think goals are on the menu?
Said it from week one. I'm going to be like a stuck record. I'm going to be boring. I'm going to drive people mad. You back Brentford at home and you don't bet against them away. They're a spirited side. And the good thing is about this Wigan side that are coming to town is they allow you to play. And there'll be a high tempo in this game. I think it will be a fun game. But at 1.8, Brentford, yep, I've got to put Brentford in.
Flash, Neil Maupay's flying right now. 5 goals in 4 games, 3 assists. He's been very good for Brentford so far out on the wing there. So, yeah, I agree with you here. Looks like a good play here at only you only got to lay 1.8. This one I was looking at, Flash, Millwall Leeds. Millwall don't lose at home until last week. They lost at home to Swansea City. Leeds have scored 14 goals, have only conceded 4. I think Millwall has maybe been figured out a bit. They're still a team that struggle to find goals. I've been interested a lot in this Leeds side. I think they're well coached. Pablo Hernandez has been terrific. Leeds at 2.15 look pretty good. I could see, though, why you'd maybe want to avoid. This isn't one of the best most fire bets of the week, but I think Leeds are maybe worth a look here. Any thought on this one?
Yeah, and my thought about why I've left this game alone is that Millwall, I think, Millwall Leeds off the pitch with the fans and everything. There'll be an unbelievable atmosphere. The Millwall boys will be up for this. I expect this to be a 100% scrap. I expect them to go from back to front, Millwall, and try and push in. I think long balls are going to be the order of the day. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear, I think there could be a play here of a red card.
Yeah.
I think the players could get a bit overzealous, and I think there could be a red card in this game.
And for anyone that doesn't know about these two teams, these are probably the two most hated teams in England. People hate these teams. I mean, these fans are wild. You would agree with that, Flash. Millwall and Leeds are hated teams.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to, obviously, Millwall come from my neck of the woods in South London. I used to go and watch Millwall every other week when Cheltenham were away when I was an apprentice. I've stood amongst the terraces here. And, yeah, Millwall don't back down. And Leeds in the north, then I would say that they're exactly the same. I mean, the Premier League with a good Leeds side, that it would be a massive plus. But this will be a proper riot.
Flash, I always wanted to ask you this real quick. I'm curious about this. You grew up, you kind of played in the 90s and you were around in the 80s. I know you had no direct connection, but you were around a lot of hooligans, right? There was a lot of hooligan problems in your time, right?
Yeah, plenty. I mean, basically, when I first started going to football, it was standing. Then we had everything had to be caged and terraced. Yeah, I've been at games where chairs have been thrown and people have been on the pitch and games have been suspended while fighting's going on. Obviously, Millwall and Leeds would have been at the forefront of that during the 80s. But they're just very, very passionate fans. Listen, Millwall's song is "We are Millwall. No one likes us. We don't care."
We're from
This
Millwall,
will be
Millwall. No one likes us. We don't care. Yeah, we've
Exactly.
actually adopted that here in Philadelphia. We have that same chant as well, which no one likes us either, and we don't care. So, Flash, let's go to a game you want to talk about, Reading and Preston. This one looked very drawy to me. What do you like here?
I like Preston. You got to like Preston because they don't let goals in. They're at home. They're quite a force. No one will go to Preston and give them a hiding this year. And I think that Reading are one of them teams that will be in the bottom three come May. So you get in Preston at 1.8 at home, who don't let goals in. Reading don't score goals. I think that one goal will be enough, even though I think that they'll score at least two. I don't see Reading scoring two, so you've got to go with Preston.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. Reading might be the worst offensive club in this league. Two other ones I'm going to just throw out quickly. I think Middlesbrough, a decent price against Norwich at 2.5. Norwich, same old problems, can't keep goals out. They've conceded 12 already. I also like Derby County, two roadsides here. I think this is a must-win for Derby. You got to beat teams like Rotherham. Derby at 2.05 look pretty good as well. Flash, give me your favorite bet in the championship this year.
Well, I mean, so far it's got to be West Brom on Friday night at 2.25 away against a side that can't score goals.
Yeah, I like that one. That'll be a good one Friday night to watch. Flash, let's move on to League One. I found League One to be tough this week. There's a couple I circled, two of which I'm looking at. I think Wycombe Wanderers, Oxford looks like a good over. Oxford just cannot keep goals out. They're the worst defense in this league. Wycombe, they generally are flying. I like over there. And then I had my eye on Blackpool. I think they're a decent side. They've done very well in the defensive end. Plymouth Argyle can't score. They've conceded 13. I think Blackpool kind of in a way are like, these low-scoring Prestons or Bolton. I think Blackpool can get a win against Plymouth as well. But League One was tough this week, Flash. What do you have here? Anything?
Yeah, my main bet was obviously a team that I think are going to be in the top three come the end of the season, or at least in the top six. And I've gone for Luton. Luton score goals week in, week out. They're at home, 1.8. I thought that was probably the one that stood out for me. I'm going to take Luton a little bit like Brentford. I'm going to take them at home most weeks.
One other one, Flash, I wanted to ask you about quickly. Accrington Stanley getting a big price against Fleetwood and Joey Barton. Any bite there?
Yeah, I mean, Fleetwood have got a bit of spirit about them at the moment. They're scoring in most games. And as we've said right at the very start of the season, when we started doing this show, you've got to look at teams that score goals week in, week out. They're basically, they're not a side that I'm ever going to put any money on because I won't be cheering them on. But I can see why people do.
Yeah, not a ton this week. Plus, you look at the two best teams are playing each other, Peterborough and Portsmouth, which is a good one. League Two, Flash, one of our leagues that we do pretty well in, you and I think there's some value here all over the place. I'll start out with our boys from Lincoln. Lincoln looked terrific against Macclesfield here. Lee Frecklington has been on point, Flash. He's putting in goals right now, Lee Frecklington. Give me Lincoln City. They're one of my favorites. What do you think there?
Yeah, I mean, away from home, you're getting around even money. I mean, they should go there and win. They've been a bit unlucky in the last couple of games, to be fair, Lincoln. Teams are now starting to get very physical with them and try and stop them at source. The big game in this league that I thought was one of them really odd matchups and really strange prices was Mansfield at home to Exeter. Now, Mansfield are a team that are big, they're strong, they're quick, and they score goals. But Exeter are off the back of a 4-5-1 win last week, but they're 4 away from home.
I didn't understand this price at all.
So, I mean, I can't go against Mansfield, but then I can't go against an Exeter side. You've got two different styles here. You've got one that big, strong, they're quick, and you've got the others who are very happy to ping the ball about, play football. And so I just thought there was a clash of styles. I really like Newport. Newport are absolutely flying, and they're at home, and they're odds against 2.1 at home against Yeovil. Yeovil are flattering to deceive for me. They're always down the bottom. They've done far better than anyone could expect, and that's why you're getting the value. I've put Newport in, and that concludes my 5 for this weekend.
Flash, let me ask you about a few others here. I like the price in Exeter. I don't understand the price there. I mentioned Lincoln. I like that one. I'm probably going to take a shot with Stevenage at 2.87 against Notts County. I mean, Notts County right now, Flash, are shocking. And they've given up 21 goals in 7 games. That's 3 goals a game. What is going on with Notts County? I like Stevenage. I'm also, Flash, and I want to let the listeners know, from now on, when Swindon Town play, go over the number. This team is flying. They score goals, and they don't ever keep goals out. Swindon Town Bury over 2.5 looks like a cracker as well. So for me, I'm looking Swindon Bury over, Stevenage to beat Notts County, Exeter to beat Mansfield, and Lincoln City to beat Macclesfield. What do you think, Flash?
Well, I think you've got live chances there, and not one of them that you've selected. I actually go no. I mean, obviously, I can't go near the Mansfield and Exeter one because I told people at the start of the season you've got to keep an eye on Mansfield because they score twice nearly every single week. I mean, the ones I like is obviously West Brom, Preston, and Brentford, and then I've got Luton, I've got Newport. So I've got 4 homes again for teams that very seldom lose at home.
Yeah.
And I've got West Brom who score goals against a team that doesn't score goals in a local derby. So I've gone with 5 4-timers and an ACCA.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I'll go with as some of my favorites. I'll go West Brom to beat Birmingham. I'll go Derby to beat Rotherham. I'll go Blackpool to beat Argyle in League One. And then League Two, I'll go with Swindon Town and Bury over 2.5 and Lincoln at 2.05. So there you have it, Flash. Who can do that? We did it in, 20 minutes. We go through the leagues that we like. We give out some cracker and tips, and we move to the next week. Flash, have a great weekend, man.
We do. And we'll see you next week, and there'll be more winners on the cards.
Sounds good. Everyone have a great day. As always, like and comment. Let us know what you think in the chat, in the comment section. I'll try to get to all of them. Everyone have a great day. For SBR Sports Fix, I'm the big man. He's Flash. We'll see you next week here on the Football League Show. Good luck.
Top man, big man.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.